Hi Annie, hi Alan. I'm just going to do a video just to show you what we're going to be doing. So we're going to do freehand drawn. I was speaking to Mr. Ash and he wants me to focus on this with yourselves. So freehand drawn means drawing with no ruler, but it's a part of the Junior Cert, so it's something you have to get used to. I know Annie, you're saying you want everything to be very accurate. This is another way of doing it, but it's going to be freehand. There are techniques I can show you that will help you. So I'm going to use two different pencils, one that's HB and one that's 6B. Have a pencil pair and a rubber. Always carry them around. In the video, I'll use one pencil. The reason is that it's easier to see on the page. So we're going to look at the form and we're going to look at the shading. So the way you hold your pencil is when you're doing drawing, hold it in the middle of the pencil. Don't hold it down like this because that's what you do when you're writing text. So we're going to hold it at the middle of the pencil. It's a bit more free. So we're going to do a square, and from the square we're going to change it into a cube, and I'll show you how to do it. So you're going to draw with your arm rather than your hand. So grab it in the middle of the pencil in the middle. So draw it in. So you're going to do it lightly. Okay, I'll do two of them. One here. Sorry, it's moving on me. One. Okay, so there's two squares. So at the moment, two squares. A square is a 2D shape. We're going to change it into a cube, which is 3D. So I'm going to have a box. I'll do two different types of angles. So I'm going to change this into a cube. So what you do is get a line from here, and when you're drawing again, use middle of the pencil and use it in one sweep if you can. One. Try to get the line from every corner, same angle, same distance if you can as well. It's going to be all drawn by eye. So when you're happy with that, connect these two lines you just created. Okay, and across again, and down, and then connecting them all together is here. Okay, not perfect. You get used to it. Be willing to make mistakes. That's what's going to happen. That's one of the biggest differences between doing drawing that you have in TG class and freehand drawing, which you have to be a part of Junior Cert. It's getting confident to make mistakes. Right. So there you go. Square. Now it's a cube. I'll do the same thing. So square, and I'll do the cube, and I'll change it this way. So same deal. Going from the corner, going out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So then what we're going to do is try to get them the same length as possible. So draw on a vertical line going from top to bottom. Up. Same deal. Up. And then when we have them there, we connect them off. Connect. Right. And sometimes if it's not perfect, you can erase it or start it and begin again. You have to be willing to make mistakes. Right. With these two, so this is the form. So 2D, now it's 3D. This is the form of the shape. The form is showing all the different angles, the different components. And now what I'm going to do is shading. So shading. Spelling it wrong there now. Shading. So for the light, this is supposed to be my light. So I'll come this way. So the light's going to be hit this side, but it's not going to hit this side here. So it's coming this way. It's being lit up, but it's not hitting this surface. So I'm going to turn my pencil sideways, and I'm going to just shade in the box. So that you hold the pencil slightly different. You don't hold it the same way. This will actually cover more area. Okay, so we're going to go cover it. So again, 3D objects cast shadow, and they also have shadow on them. So this gives a dimension to it. There and there. Right, so I'll just shade in this. So I'll leave that there. I'll just darken in these lines actually as I'm going along. There, and I'll do this over here as well. So light's coming down. So the light's coming down this way. The light isn't getting to this surface or this surface. So what I'm going to do is, if the light's not being shone onto it, it means that there's going to be a shadow. So I'm going to do again, turn the pencil a bit sideways, and I'm going to start to shade in parts of it. So shade is basically the lack of light. Okay, same deal. I'll just cover this here as well. Up and down. Okay. And then I'll go along and I'll just darken in parts of it. And lastly there you go. So work on that, guys, changing the square from square into a three-dimensional object. So and then you pick a light source. So if it's coming from this way, if it's going that way, then this shade, this side here, won't be getting caught. There. So work on that, guys. Change a square into a three-dimensional cube. So all you need is two pencils, rubber, an eraser just in case it gets blunt, and just test out the way you hold a pencil. Holding a pencil is vitally important. Sometimes it's overlooked, but we'll look at it and experiment with it. Right, give it a go, and we'll talk to you soon there, guys. Right, take care.